What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So overnight, CybertronCon started to go down in China, and we have some more images of Wave 1 for Age of the Primes, and we even have teasers for Wave 2 coming out late spring, early summer of 2025, which is pretty crazy. So I guess let's start with my guy, Star Convoy here. I mean, what a great release this looks to be. I mean, not a lot of hollowness to it. It looks like it's going to have quite a bit of ratchet joints, a lot of accessories and blast effects. Looks like it's going to come with about 4 guns, probably about 10 blast effects, it looks like, possibly. The base mode looks super accurate. It looks great, especially when you compare it to the original toy and the artwork from the 80s and stuff. And the robot mode itself, the paint, the sculpted details, and just the overall sharpness of Star Convoy's design is just so freaking cool. They're calling him 13th Star Optimus Prime, which isn't bad. I mean, that's what it is here in the Western market, Optimus Prime, and, you know, Convoy in Japan is Optimus Prime, so I don't mind the name change here in the Western side of the world, but it is weird that he's kind of the 13th Prime, you know, that they're designating Star Convoy to be in this iteration of the Primes. But it is interesting. I don't mind it. It was just a bit of an odd thing to see on the packaging there. And if you guys remember, I can't say I called it, but I guess I did kind of call it how they would handle Star Convoy here. If you guys remember in my video like a month or two ago, I was talking about how they could make the new Star Convoy, and I was saying how he was going to come with a mini hot rod, and he was going to come with that black truck and all these weapons, and hey, I guess I predicted right, because he comes with the Micromaster hot rod, which looks pretty cool for the size. Hopefully it has head rotation, but it doesn't really look like it, at least from what I can tell. But at least it's got arms and leg articulation, and he could store in the chest of Convoy, which is great. You got a little battle platform there for him to use. And he also can store inside of the black truck, which is really dope. This release, I don't know, it kind of surprised me. Star Convoy's got hand articulation, which is super dope. I don't know, I may have to pay full price for this. This looks really fantastic. I was a bit skeptical on what they were going to do for the 200, but for the 160 here, this really isn't bad at all. Even if it does go on sale to like 130, 120, I definitely would buy it then. So I don't know. This may be a release that I do get, but again, I'm not really too big of a fan of Star Convoy, but I will recognize Hasbro did their thing on this release, it seems like. And Superion and Silverbolt, it looks great. You know, it's going to be one pack together as a commander class, and you have to get the other 4 aerial bots separately at deluxe class. I don't think there's going to be any Voyagers. But the skeleton for Superion looks great. They've got air raid and slingshot, I believe, pegged in onto the arms, and the legs are hollow because the other 2 aren't out yet. But from what you can tell, it looks to be on par with how they handled Menasor a couple of years ago. I do wish these combiners had hand articulation, but it is what it is. Silverbolt definitely looks pretty clean. Hopefully he's going to have some nice ratchet joints in there, but it doesn't really look like it from what I can tell at least. But maybe he does, considering, you know, he is a commander class. The plane mode looks to be decent. You know, it's the same thing as always, just a robot underneath a jet. So can't really complain too much there. It seems to look like you could form some sort of a base mode with all the Superion kibble, sort of like what you could have done with the Menasor kibble that came with Motormaster. So it really seems like they're trying to keep in tandem with the Menasor release, and I could only assume that the Combaticons that's coming out later next year, going into 2026, will also follow the same suit. Armada Red Alert looks so good, man. It is just so satisfying to see a new updated Armada Red Alert with modern articulation and engineering. Oh man, Hasbro, you're all about to make me goon for the 1000th time. Oh man, this looks fantastic. The big cannon with the removable missiles is really cool. I love that they've been doing the removable missiles on certain mainline figures lately the past couple of years. Keep it up, Hasbro. I need to see it more. Vehicle mode looks pretty sick. Again, not too keen on all the clear plastic, but it is what it is. The robot mode looks so freaking clean and so much better proportionally than the original Voyager class in 2002. Man, guys, I am so happy for this. I hope he comes with some of the weapons or some of the mechanical accessories that he comes with. I mean, it does come with the laser cannon, so that's cool, I guess, and you could remove it and put on a regular hand. The aerial bots look cool. No real complaints on that. Again, I don't really care about these, so I mean, it is what it is to me, but they do look pretty decent. And Solus Prime looks to be a nice, tall deluxe. I'm kind of surprised here. But, you know, the truck mode looks cool from what we could tell. The hammer looks great. All the sculpted details in the paint look cool on her. So, I mean, this does look like it's going to be a great deluxe. G2 Grimlock, you know, it's really simple, just a repaint, but it is a great repaint. I probably will get this. I do need some more G2 representation and more G2 love in my collection, so I may get this and have him fighting G-Axis in a stop motion or something next year, which would be kind of cool. Prima looks so cool. Again, not too keen on the G1 head sculpt on the Align Continuity body, but the way they handled the Star Saber and the Matrix chamber is really nice. It's so nice to see a Prime other than Optimus coming with a Matrix and a chamber to house it. So that is a really dope idea in execution there. Wasp, oh boy, more animated action in the main line. It's still so crazy we're getting a Wasp after he was canceled like 15 years ago. Man, this is so cool to see, guys. I cannot wait to put this in my animated shelf with all my characters. Wasp was probably one of the best storylines and probably one of the more entertaining characters we got in animated. And seeing him with the Decepticon logo is pretty cool as well. And just the way they handled the colors with the purple and the darker green with the lighter green and the black, it just works so well and looks so great on this mold. I didn't get Bumblebee, so this will probably be my first handling of this mold, and it'll be new to me at least, which is really cool. Got some in-hand shots of the Omega Prime Haslab, which looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy I backed to this. All these figures look nice and big and chunky and filled in with not a lot of hollowness, which I love. I need it. Oh man, all the extra articulation, the added sculpted details and paint and everything to update these guys from the originals in 2001. And it just puts a huge freaking smile on my face, especially as a 2000s kid and somebody who grew up on R80 2001 and having the original Optimus. It's just so amazing to see. And we have the mural of the 13 primes, and there is a little bit to break down here. First thing that I notice is, okay, so Vector Prime is still the G-Axis retool, whatever, we already know that, but I'm still convinced we're going to be getting a new one in a few years. You all know how Hasbro does. They give us the worst version first, then they give us an improvement a few years later. Alpha Trion, we are getting a new one, I think, next year. So this looks to be more so Align Continuity based, which is really dope. I'm really excited to see this. You know, we've had some original designs, a Unicron Trilogy one before, and a lot of G1 redos or inspired designs. So it's really nice to finally get one of the Align Continuity look. So this will probably be my Alpha Trion for my collection, and I probably will get that because I really do like his character. Amalgamist looks like a freaking Bayverse character put through a G1 lens. I absolutely love the weird forearms, the weird head sculpt, the chicken legs, which is classic Bayverse. That looks like it's going to be an insane Leader class or Voyager class figure, however they handle that guy in 2026. One in the middle looks to be Nexus Prime, which is really cool that it seems like they're not taking from the Unicron Trilogy version or the Combaticons at all, which is interesting. That's a bit of a different take. We usually see him as that iteration, but there are some other designs from other iterations of the character that aren't based off of the Combaticons, so maybe they're taking from that, which is really cool to see. I do like that. It seems to be a bit more Align Continuity based, again, which I do prefer those designs generally for the 13, other than like Vector Prime and Liege Maximo and stuff. So to see that they're taking the most from that with these characters, I really love it. I'm trying to figure out who the one to the left of Nexus would be. If anybody has any info on that, let me know. Kind of looks like Alchemist, but again, it doesn't really look like him either, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And Quintus Prime looks really nice. Another female Prime. You love to see it. Again, looks to be taking from the Align Continuity design super heavily, which looks like it's going to be a crazy Voyager class or Deluxe or Leader class, whatever they decide to do in 2026 with her. And Liege Maximo, probably one of my favorite designs from the 13, and probably one of my favorite from Transformers ever. I love that they're taking from the G2 comic book. We actually covered that leak a couple months ago, but seeing this design and artwork a bit better now is so cool, and I cannot wait to see the leader class of this guy. Man, he's gonna be a banger of a leader in 2026. And to top it off for the video, we have some teasers for Wave 2 with the artwork of the characters. First up here, my guy SKYBYTE, everyone's favorite Transformers poet. He looks cool. He looks like he's going to be pretty faithful to the original 2001 design. Looks like he's going to go along great with Omega Prime, so I'm really excited for this release. I already have the original Voyager class, and that figure is still amazing till this day, so hopefully they could at least top it in terms of articulation, but who knows? Judging by this design, it looks like it's going to be great, though. And then Onyx Prime here, kind of threw me for a loop. I don't know why he's like red and gold. That's not really ever been his color scheme. He's always been like black and gold or gray and gold or blue and gold or whatever. So it's a bit random. I don't really like that, but they're probably going to do a repaint of him as an exclusive in a couple years and make him either black and gold or blue and gold or whatever. So they released this version first, and then they're probably going to do more of a faithful colorization from either Aligned or IDW or Transformers 1 at some point, which makes sense. You know, that's Hasbro's business model, but I'm not really liking the colors for this first release here. And the design itself, it looks cool. I'm more so interested to see how the vehicle mode is going to look, because that seems like it's going to be more so how he usually looks in like Align Continuity and stuff with the Centaur mode. So that'll probably be the mode that I display him in the most. And the last of the Wave 2 teasers here, HEATWAVE from SKYBYTE, and you also have Crasher kind of like in the background there, funny enough. But HEATWAVE there, he looks cool. I mean, he's going to be a bulkhead retool, it looks like, but that bulkhead mold is pretty good if you use it for something other than a Prime Universe bulkhead, so I do think it fits HEATWAVE a lot with the kind of heroic build to the sculpt and mold, and it seems like there's going to be enough remolded on him to differentiate the two and make this HEATWAVE a bit more accurate to his SKYBYTE's design, while still putting him through the typical legacy G1ified lens, which has been controversial, I know, but it is what it is. It's what they're doing, so can't really hate on it too much at this point. But from what I could tell, it looks like it's going to be a pretty clever retool. Not really what I expected. I'm sure a lot of people out there didn't expect this either, but I'm sure it's going to work out in the end, because this artwork with the remolding does look pretty good. So hopefully Wave 2 is just as good as Wave 1, or maybe even better. So but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about all the reveals here for Cybertron Con so far? Which one do you want to buy the most? All of my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you guys want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or irregular display shelves in your homes. You can either hit me up on any of my social media accounts or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!